All right, welcome to Creator Hardware, and today we're talking about, well, stupid stuff camera manufacturers do. All right, well, first thing we're going to talk about is, well, GoPro. If you don't know me, I don't like GoPro that much. In case you can't tell from YouTube, the GoPro Hero 10 has launched. What did they do? Not a whole lot. They put out a new model so you'd buy it. It's the specs on it are just slightly better as what GoPro usually does. Now don't get me wrong, GoPro has its place. It is an action camera. I started my first channel with a GoPro and dealt with all of the issues with using a GoPro. The fisheye lens, even at narrow, still looked horrible. It's a mediocre camera at best, but it is well suited to strapping on a car, strapping on a helmet, and I just wish people would understand that's its intended purpose, is not for using it as a vlogging camera, not using it for YouTube videos. Use it as an action camera. You want to strap it to a car and blow the car up, it's a great purpose for that. But otherwise, save your money. And I really wish they would stop doing the Apple put out a new model every year. Ooh, they added a new processor. Yeah, they added some higher resolution, improved hyper smooth 4.0 stabilization. Ooh. It's gonna have the same failings that all GoPros do. If you've used GoPros for any length of time, they have failed you. I stopped using mine because so many people had issues with them where footage would be lost, the camera just stopped working. If you're gonna buy an action camera, it's a good one. I don't deny that, but it's not a camera that really is ideally suited for anything but strapping on something and getting action shots. Now in this segment, we're gonna pick on Sony a little bit. Now I'm a Sony fanboy. I love their color science. I love their preamps. I love Sony cameras. I own 3 of them. We're going to talk about the Sony ZV-E10, which is their point and shoot camera with a interchangeable lens on it. So you take a cheap camera, I mean, look at some of these prices. $1,300 because you added an expensive lens. I understand that they're putting this camera out to be a replacement webcam, and it might work well for that. I don't know. I can't get one even if I wanted one because they're all sold out. But the fact of the matter is, a Sony a6400 will give you everything that camera can, except the webcam part of it. You have to use a capture card, and only slightly more money and get more features as far as the actual camera part of it. One of the things they've done with this camera is they've dumbed it down. It is a point and shoot camera. It is a dumbed down point and shoot camera. Yes, it does have a audio jack on it. That's impressive. It has a side flip out screen, which might make it more useful for a vlogging type camera. But did they really need to come out with this camera? When you've got the a6400, which is still an awesome camera to use. I own one of them. I use it every day for my main channel. It's just something that I don't think they really needed to come out with. It really doesn't fit much of a niche because it's really expensive for a point and shoot when you add lenses. I mean, the kit lens on for Sony is actually a really good kit lens. I use mine. I actually own 2 of them. But it's an $800 point and shoot camera. It makes little to no sense to actually invest in this. If you're gonna go with replaceable lenses, buy an A6400, buy an A6600. Spend a little bit more money, get a much more flexible camera for day in, day out. This is an idiot's camera. This is a camera for somebody to pull out on vacation and take vlogs. I was looking at it for a secondary camera for point down shots, stuff like that, where it'd be useful because it's light. Yeah, I know another YouTuber that uses the ZV whatever camera, the point and shoot version of this, as his B cam. And I think it would work great for that. I was questioning how much I would spend on it, but for me, I have lenses, so it wouldn't have been a big deal. It would have just been $699. $698, I'm sorry. But it was a hard ask for me because it's $700 and I can buy a 6400 for $898 and I've got batteries. I think the Sony camera takes the newer Z type batteries. I believe that is the A6400 batteries. So I would have had batteries, but it's just a camera that is just not necessary. Taking a point and shoot and putting a lens on it, it's just, no. It's probably not going to make a lot of sense. They sold a bunch of them though, which, you know, kudos for them, because apparently it was a market that wasn't being, you know, dealt with. Apparently it was a market that somebody wanted because it's a top seller, so there's that. To recap, don't buy a new GoPro. Really, honestly, if you want a GoPro and you're gonna strap it somewhere, it's probably gonna get broke anyway, so might want to go used and not, you know, be out too much money, because if you don't do the subscription, it's $550. I don't know what a GoPro subscription is, but $499 for a GoPro. Just it for what it is, just don't. You know, like I said, if you need to strap a GoPro onto your head or into a car or whatever, you need an action camera, well, go on eBay. Buy a used one. Somebody that already stopped using it. And as long as it works, you got a GoPro. If it breaks, you're not out $500. So as always, hit record, hit upload. Thanks for watching. This is Creator Hardware.